Welcome. Hey, I know this isn't a news channel. It's supposed to be a MGTOW site. Well, kinda leans that way a bit, don't you think? But anyway, Donald Trump has just landed in the UK, which is basically where I am, and there's a bit of a storm in a teacup already. The thing is I like about Trump is he says what he thinks, even though it might be the wrong thing to say. And of course, Ivana Trump looks classy as usual. But he had a kind of a jib at the Mayor of London, which, if you've ever seen this guy, he's, as far as I'm concerned, he's absolutely useless. But he called him a stone-cold loser. And I think he is. He's the Mayor of London, and London is a complete mess. And there's more gang violence, knife crimes, and God knows what else going on in London under his watch. And of course, the Mayor of London is very far left and very sort of simpy. But anyway, his spokesman for this mayor has got back and said it was a childish statement from Donald Trump. Childish. This mayor is the person that puts up a big balloon of Trump, and tries to take the piss out of Trump and any chance that he can get in London for whatever reason. And he's calling Trump childish. I've seen the mayor speak, and he comes across as a very arrogant, completely out of touch person that has a sense of self-grandeur when he's talking. Now, if he did a good job in London as being the mayor, then that's fine. But he's not only a dork, he's also completely messed up London. 95%. He also didn't agree that Trump should be able to come to the UK. But never mind. I don't know who he thinks he is, but he's just the Mayor of London. But if you look at a picture of this Mayor of London, if you can find one, you can understand who voted him in to be mayor. You know what I mean? You see, I went to London quite a few years ago, and London isn't London anymore. It looks like Beirut, at least to me. Donald Trump will have to meet with May. You know, I don't think he really likes May very much, because May is like a simpy man. In fact, she's a very simpy woman. She's no Margaret Thatcher, that's for sure. I hope his visit goes off without any real big hitches. Of course, there'll be protesters that have been arranged by the far left to make as much noise as possible. But these people in England better remember that the United States is a great ally, and without them, we could be in trouble, because the UK does not have a great big army anymore. And it also has lost a great deal of respect around the world. England is not England anymore. I mean, some people like Trump and some people don't. I like him. I find him refreshing. I find him different. He has a new approach, because the other approaches certainly weren't working, were they? So if all these far lefty ideas and all these SJWs and feminist ideas are supposed to be so great, how come they never work? They always fail. Like I said before, I'm not lefty, I'm not righty, I'm not the middle. I just know a good idea when I hear one, and I know what works and what doesn't work, and what makes sense and what doesn't. I haven't heard any sense come out of the Mayor of London's mouth ever since he's been talking. And of course, I've never heard any sense come out of Trudeau's mouth either. These type of people's track records are disgusting. They're not very good. And I sure do hope people wake up and see that, because I saw it long time ago. I'm not a royalist But I do like the Queen. I think she's done a very good job, and she's done it for a long time. Now when she goes, I'm not too sure about what happens then. There are a few places left in England that are actually England anymore. Half the people aren't even English. But you have places like Wales, Ireland, Scotland, who are still England. But London and the outskirts of London, forget it. And I sure do hope that Nigel Farage becomes into some great power and can do something and clear up some of the mess the last government has left. You see, the problem with lefty governments is they do a lot of talking, but they don't do a lot of doing. And that reminds me of a woman talking a lot, but not doing much. This is PDL News for you and for the world.